my first question to you is, what kind of a credit score do I need? I'm watching my credit. Everybody's watching their credit.
Sure.
What kind of a credit score do I need to even? I don't want to call you until I'm at least close, John.
This is Las Vegas Real Estate Now with local real estate expert Harvey Blankfeld.
What do I need to have in terms of a credit score to buy a home these days?
Forgive me, I'm going to talk to you like a friend here, and cut through the PC-ness here.
Okay, yeah,
but
please do.
Ultimately, it does not have to be as pristine as you're thinking it needs to be.
Okay.
So the fact that you have some blemishes in the past, this kind of thing, not a deal breaker in my business automatically.
Okay.
When you talk about what score do you need, it's not as high as you think it is. There's more options than you think it is, as well as, truthfully, when you tell me your credit score, I'm thinking you're a liar. And it's really not lying. It's you're wrong.
He knows me oh so well.
Yeah, right. Well, it's just like you're never right. The system is built in a way where there are multiple versions of a credit score.
Right.
Which version are you telling me? All this kind of comes into play. And invariably, you're getting different information. When I
use that free service online, and I can see my credit score, that's not right? That's not.
No, I mean, what I generally take from it is this. If you tell me you have a high credit score, usually it's true you have a high credit score.
Okay.
When you tell me you have a crappy credit score or a cruddy one, it's usually cruddy.
Okay.
Everybody in the middle could be anything.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I got you.
So I can take that as sort of taking the temperature of the conversation.
Okay.
When we go to do it, luckily our industry has evolved to the point in a positive way for consumers where I can now do soft credit checks on a consumer. So I can look at your credit in an unofficial way, get all the information I need, get your credit scores, this kind of thing, and no one will ever know I've even looked at it.
Okay.
It does no damage to your credit score.
Because I've always heard that if my mortgage lender pulls my credit, it's going to hurt my credit.
Yeah, people are worried about this. Yeah. This is a real problem for our industry, and ultimately one of the major reasons why you see the push towards soft credit. But in the world, in the older days, let's say if you go back, 6 years ago, we would have done a hard credit pull automatically and only.
Right.
And that hard credit pull is, hey, I'm out asking for additional credit. Count this against me, is the idea.
Right.
In the soft credit pull, we can't use it to actually issue credit. Therefore, it can't be held against you.
Okay, so but it also is not that's not the final step in your process.
Correct.
If I decide to go forward, you're gonna pull hard credit.
Eventually, I'll do hard credit, get that official hard pull, and it will be taken in. But for the case of me evaluating you and finding information and giving you valid information, does everything I need it to do.
I like what you said to me as a friend, and I think that's great. But what's the number, John? What do I gotta have?
Yeah.
What I need to know. Am I even close? I just want to know if I'm close. So, what's the worst number that you can work? What's the lowest possible number?
In my world, call it 550.
550, okay.
Yeah, which honestly is that's a bad score.
Yeah, right? That's not a great score.
You're doing a lot of bad things in recent times to have that kind of score generally.
But I can still get a mortgage.
It does exist.
Okay.
It is hard to do. Right. It is rare, all those type of things.
Where does it need to be to make it easier?
I would tell you 620 and better.
Okay.
You have practical options.
Okay. So let's use the 620 number. Let's assume we're there. Oh, let's say I just pulled my credit on that free service and I see it's 585 or something like that. And you're saying, gee, 620 is going to help me a lot, probably get a better deal.
Right.
That's going to take me 3-4 years to get it up to 620, isn't it?
Not if done correctly, usually.
How about that?
And first of all, let me peel that apart. You're telling me one credit score. Guess what I do? I look at 3 credit scores.
Okay.
I get one from each of the major credit bureaus. I'm using the middle of those 3 to figure out what your credit score is going to be for the loan.
Right.
Could that be the one you looked at? Maybe, but frequently it's not.
Gotcha.
Right? You got a 1 in 3 chance. But the idea here is when I look at it and I see it's rough, in my world, if I'm able to look at it, I can give you professional advice for free. I'm not in the business of credit repair or anything, but I can give you the advice so you know the right moves to make through the selfish filter of I want you to get your house.
Right.
Because the only way I make money is if I'm getting you the house, which is what you want as well. Right.
Indeed, yeah.
So our interests are in alignment there, right? So the problem I have in this world, in the world we have, is there's a lot of stuff that consumers will do instinctually they think is making it better, doesn't actually make it better.
Gotcha.
And so consulting with me, for example, figuring out what you knew, getting the real report run or the applicable report run for my side on a soft credit check, giving you that valid information. You could see this transition in 1 month. We can do something called a rapid rescore in our industry and be done in a week.
Wow.
Assuming things, but there's all kinds of answers depending on the specifics of your particular situation.
As you're listening to John talk about this, I'm compelled to want you to talk with John. Those of you who are listening to this and saying, gee, I could use that help. Maybe I'm at a point where in my life where I need to be thinking about buying a home, and I'd like to have him take a look at my credit or help me figure out what I need to do to get my credit fixed so I can buy a home.
Yeah.
Just text John to 702-203-1165. I'll put you in touch with him, and he'll help you out. He'd be happy to do it. Again, he's incentivized to help you because he'd like to help you buy a house. That's right. And it's free. And he's not going to charge you any money to do this. So I think it's something that...
Yeah, I'm not in the business of doing that because you want to buy a car or you want to go get a credit card. But if you're interested in buying a home, I'm in that conversation.